Hey there, welcome to Ask Susan, your Monday transformational, motivational moment. Allow me to introduce myself, your host, Susan Lazar-Hart, creator of the Congruent Living Academy, the Congruent Life Method. And if you're looking for personal renewal, for a different sense of how to navigate yourself in your world, you've come to the right place. Congruent Living is where we delve into the heart of your questions about inner change and growth. And this month, we're all about change. So today we've got a fantastic question from Jamie, who popped his question into our Congruent Living YouTube. Susan, I have a question about change. How can we build more of a stable discipline out of getting out of our own comfort zones? Great question. He goes on to say, whenever I make a change, it feels like I have to reinvent the wheels, discovering what works along the way to make change happen. What are some repeatable behaviors I can integrate when I make a change so I feel more confident in doing so? Well, Jamie, I believe that understanding what it truly means to adopt change is the key to actually doing it. So thank you so much for these questions. Today, we're not just going to learn 1, 2, or 3, but 8 individual strategies that I've observed in successful people who are really brilliant at adapting to change. So let's just dive right into number 1. Strategy number 1, recognize and embrace difficulty. What I've noticed is successful people recognize and embrace the difficulties that change can inspire. Now, it's not about being, blind positivity. It's about acknowledging, there may be frustration, there may be anger, there may be fear when we step out of our comfort zones that change can bring up within ourselves. And here's the key. If you allow that difficulty to inform you, you can use that information that, what's this all about? To inform you and let that be a gift as you progress forward. So a great question that I use and I encourage my clients to use is, what's the gift here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? Again, when you bump up against something that has you out of your comfort zone, stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, okay, so what's the gift here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? Remember, the way you look at life will create your reality. So you actually have a choice in changing the way that you react with being out of your comfort zone. What's the gift here for me? What information is here for me? Another great question to ask. What information is here for me in moving forward in the changes that I'm asking for that I haven't actually been willing to be or see? Because change is active. It's an energy. It's a being of who you truly be, right? Strategy number 2, successful people set clear targets. So first things first, let's set some clear targets. Define what is it you want to achieve with this change. It's like having a compass that guides you through uncharted territory. What is it that I'm asking to achieve with this change? Now, you might notice that there's a lot of questions in here. So while you're listening to this, grab a journal, press stop whenever you want, and just journal yourself some answers, some responses, some awarenesses. You'll be amazed what comes up for you. Because it's really great to get, when you ask yourself a question, to get the information out of your head on paper so you can actually be with it. Which brings me to strategy number 3. It's break the changes you're asking for into small, repeatable steps with curiosity. And again, once you have them down here and you can kind of go through them, wow, that change doesn't work for me, or this change is so big, I don't even know where to go with it. Break the changes you're asking for into small, repeatable steps with curiosity. I wonder, what's my next best step here? Now, a few years ago, I decided to switch careers and become a solopreneur. It was a leap of faith, and every step felt like I was wandering into the unknown. But amidst the uncertainty, I discovered that for me, big changes can be overwhelming. And I also am a dreamer. So the change was so big, I would sit back in the dream of it rather than activating small steps. So I learned to chop the big dreams, the big demands, the big changes into small digestible steps by being curious and asking, okay, so if I take this small step, I wonder what that will create. Will this step bring me closer to what I'm asking to create? Will this step bring me closer to the changes that I'm asking for? Does this step align? Is it congruent with who I'm asking to be right now and the changes I'm asking for? Great questions. It's like navigating a maze, one curious step at a time. Strategy number 4. Successful people establish routines to incorporate the changes that they're asking for. So establishing routines around a change that you're asking for could be a morning ritual, could be asking questions and writing them in your journal and honoring that commitment. It could be a weekly check-in. I often encourage my clients to have a coffee date with your business, right? Check in on the habits you've created that week. Do they work for you? Is it creating the changes that you're asking for? It's about providing the structure that you need to keep on track. Remember, wherever you put your attention on grows. And by turning positive actions into habits, you make them a natural part of your daily life. Strategy number 5, all successful people learn from their experiences. So learning from your experiences, it's about being present, reflecting on past changes. What worked for you in the past? Does it apply to the present? Does it apply to my current situation? Remember, change is dynamic. Change is, and you need to be flexible with those changes. Embrace the unexpected, adjust your course, and keep moving forward. It makes me think of a river, right? And how the river will change the sides of the land depending on the flow, depending on the current, depending if there's animals coming close or not, or who's living in the river, what fish, what energy is that river creating as it moves through and around. That you're just the same thing. You have that energy within you. So there are going to be changes in how you create and how you flow through your life. Which brings me to strategy number 6, celebrate your progress, right? With kindness. No matter how small, celebrate it. Know that every step moving forward is a victory worth acknowledging. Successful people celebrate. Change is challenging, for sure. Setbacks will occur, for sure. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Here's the next interesting strategy. Successful people never stop learning. And they embrace the mindset of continuous curiosity. I wonder. Well, that's what the Congruent Living Academy is also about. It's about every change, acknowledging every change as an opportunity for growth, about acquiring new skills, and about becoming a better version of yourself. Strategy number 8, successful people who create with change all have accountability partners. They don't go it alone. They might meet once a month, once a year, whatever that is. It's important for you to have a safe space to share your hopes, your dreams, your desires with someone you trust. And if you're going through a tough change right now, know that you're not alone. Step back, take an aerial view. You are not alone. We're in this journey together. Having an accountability partner or a coach like myself who can make this journey of discovering who you truly be and the changes you're asking for in your world less lonely and more success-filled. Love that word, success-filled. Now, know you can always reach out to me at susan@susanlazarhart.com or just put your comments here below. Well, there you have it. 8 strategies to build a discipline in the face of change. If you have questions for me or you want to share your own experiences, just like I said, drop them in the comments below. This is Ask Susan. It's about the questions that you have in your life. And remember, we don't exist alone. The question you might have might be something that's popping in someone's head as well. I love the feedback that I get when someone makes a comment or asks a question, and then it triggers something in somebody else, which triggers something in somebody else, which triggers something in somebody else. Remember, you are the ripple that creates the changes that you're asking for. So until next time, embrace the changes, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you. What you know is possible, the changes you know are possible for you, for me, for our planet, and for our future. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.